dark chocolate works. Hey beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are doing well. You can already tell that I'm going to be talking about period and menstruation and cramps and mood swings and everything together joined. So I hope you're comfortable with me talking about this. The angle I'll be gearing towards today would probably be what to do, what to not do, how to take care of your moods, and basically the things that you should already know by now if you are menstruating, or if you don't know, welcome, you would know right now. Okay, so let's get into this video. First on my list is to drink water consistently. You want to be hydrated. There's an amount of water you should consume every single day. So it actually helps not just with your period, it helps you in your entire body. You need to be hydrated, and I feel like during your period you should have that as a number one factor in your mind. Never get dehydrated. Another thing to really take note of is to avoid sugary, caffeinated, or alcoholic drinks. Now, Fanta, Pepsi, Coke, Biggie, all those things that you know you are doing, please don't do it. Now, I don't know if there are ladies out there that don't have cramps, or you just go about your menstrual cycle just free of charge. Wow, I want to be like you in the future. And I know that there are a lot of women and girls out there that want to be like you. You need to avoid sugary things. If I take anything sugary, I would die. I wouldn't die, but that's the way it feels like, because the cramps would get worse. I would just be so angry with the world and with everybody. And for alcohol, now I have no idea why you want to take alcohol once you're menstruating. Alcohol dehydrates you. That's why actually, if a person is drunk, most times it's better to give the person water. And dehydration is not something that will help you during your menstrual cycle. So take note of that. Rests. My dear, you didn't kill Jesus. Please rest. Anytime you have an opportunity to rest, take it. If it's on a Saturday, rest on that Saturday. If you're working, I know here in Lagos, in Nigeria, it's stress. But create that avenue to rest. If you're at work, take a break and make sure you are taking that break. You're not doing anything for that time. You're just concentrating. You can lie down if you're in the house, or you can listen to your favorite song, or you can watch that favorite movie, or you can read a book. Anything to keep your mind off that pain. Just find something that would help you relax and just help you find a little bit of comfort or rest. Exercise is something that I love doing. It's something I just kind of incorporated into my life routine, and it has been helping me a whole lot. Now, aside from the other benefits of exercise, if you're having cramps here and there, it is advisable to walk a little bit. You can count 50 steps, 100, 150, then relax. You realize that over time, if you continue to do this, maybe you do it in the morning when you wake up, you'd have less cramps. I know that some people have so bad cramps that they can't even move. If you are that person, I feel like you can do this little exercises. Raise your knee up. There are exercises for periods. You can raise your knees to your chest and then try to go sideways with your arms or something. Then you can do this thing. I don't know what they call it. I don't know what they call those things, honestly, but it's like your elbows would have to touch your knee, and then your left elbow will touch your other knee. So if you continue to do that, you realize that after some time the cramps would like diminish or not be as painful as it was. From if you're feeling sad or down a little bit, exercise helps to release happy hormones that can help you during the day. So why not just do exercise if you're having cramps, or if you're actually feeling kind of moody or something during your menstrual cycle. Now, whilst you're menstruating, it is advisable to avoid foods that discomfort you. For example, everybody's body is different, and I want to tell you that if I have beans right now, I would be like a pregnant woman, probably a 4 or 5 months pregnant lady. I will be extremely bloated if I eat beans right now. And beans is my favorite meal, but I try as much as possible to avoid eating beans when I am on my period, so that I don't get bloated. Now, find out what works for you. What food do you eat and then get bloated after some minutes? If it's rice, yam or something, please don't eat that food when you're on your period. In addition to avoiding foods that irritate your stomach or your abdomen, something that you're not comfortable with, it is advisable to eat foods that are rich, very rich in iron and magnesium. Now, when you're menstruating, you should know that iron is contained in the blood, and if you have heavy flow, you are losing iron and magnesium. Over time, you start to get dizzy, like you really get dizzy and you'll be so tired, right? So it's important that when you're on your period, you should actually consume foods that are rich in iron and especially iron, but iron and magnesium. Vegetables are so rich in iron and calcium. We're different kinds of vegetables anyways, but I still advise people to eat vegetable anywhere you can see. Oh good, yes, go and find it and eat. You can try chicken. Chicken is actually a great source of protein. Fish is an important source of omega-3. Another important thing that people don't know about that I want to tell you right now, dark chocolate. Now, I know I said avoid sugary drinks and sugary foods, just refined and processed sugar, but dark chocolate though, it is a great source of iron and magnesium. Who knew? So this is, a message to all the boyfriends and fiancés and husbands. Give your wife or girlfriend or lady dark chocolates during their periods. Shower them with dark chocolate. Now, in case you have not noticed, no two period is the same. Like if you're menstruating right now, your symptoms and your mood and everything that happens during that menstrual cycle would not be the same thing that happens for your next or your previous menstrual cycle. So that's why I'm saying that there are no two cycles that are exactly the same. Now, if you're a kind of person that experiences muscle pain, I've actually experienced it before. My muscles, my shoulders here, my thighs, everywhere was just aching, like I had malaria symptoms, but it was just because I was on my period. So if you're a type of person that you have that, then I think you should try out ginger, the ginger drink. You can chew raw ginger. Besides, ginger is really cheap and it's safe. What ginger does is it's anti-inflammatory, so it helps with your muscle pains and cramps and those pains around your abdominals. So I think you should give the ginger drink, or just buy ginger and chew, or you can put ginger in your meals. That way you might be able to scale through the excess muscle pain. It helps with nausea, like if you're a type of person to have a really distinct smell or taste of something, like you get really irritated and you feel like throwing up or vomiting, I think ginger would also do a really good job for you. Now, the hot compress is something that I have been hearing right from secondary school when I actually started menstruating. Now, if it works, I am not so sure of that. I don't know if it does work, but I've had testimonies from my girlfriends and they be like, oh, it does work, it helps. So I guess putting a warm bottle or a warm compress just right there on your abdomen actually helps the cramps and the pain. So I think that is something that you should try out too. Massages, oh my god, this is a secret that I want to tell you now. Back massages are the best when you are menstruating, and if you have like severe lower back cramp, that thing can be so disorganizing. You can just get disorientated by having that pain, and it comes in sessions, because I know what I'm talking about. It comes in sessions, in stages, and the pain is different every time it hits. So if you usually experience back pain, you need something to calm down. Just ask someone. You could do it yourself though, but it would be better if you lie still and then someone helps to massage. I'm doing this because I'm talking from experience, honey. The precise location. This is a tip, honey. There's these two spots back. It looks like it's at your buttocks, but it's not really at your buttocks, but it's like the beginning of it. That spot throughout the entire area of those two spots, massage. Go on in circles. You can knead like this, honey. In seconds, you are getting better. You're feeling different. You're feeling much more relaxed. So try massages. It is very easy to get infections, especially yeast infections, during and after menstruation. During menstruation, I believe that the blood causes like a change in the pH balance of that area, and once there's a change in your pH balance, you are susceptible to get infected easily. That's the reason why your pH balance must remain on a safe level is to keep you safe, because that way it is acidic and infections can't, like, germs can't quickly get in there and just cause a disaster. So it is really important to have yogurt, to keep yogurt beside you or something. And I really like Greek yogurt. I don't know which yogurt you like. I so prefer Greek yogurt. It has this sour, salty taste at the back of my throat, and I'm like, give it to me, honey. Okay, so it's really important that you have you take yogurt more often, I guess, or during that time you're in your cycle, because that way the yogurt helps to fight infections, especially yeast infection. And yogurt is so rich in magnesium and calcium. And number 2, ladies and gentlemen, I'm saying gentlemen because I know that there are some guys watching this, hopefully, and you will tell any lady that would need the help, or your sister or your girlfriend or your wife. Please, if you're doing the number 2, if you're pooping, if it is sheets, please wash the front first before washing the back. And once you touch the back, you can never come to wash the front, because that is a very fast way to contact an infection. Okay, I know that sounds disgusting, but I just gotta be real with y'all. All right, okay, that seems to be all that I have for you guys today. I know that I have missed something very important, but if I do remember it, and if you guys request for another video, like a part 2 or something, I am here for you guys. Also, I want you to remember, keep in mind that not everything I mentioned would work for you. Like I said, and I always say, we have different bodies, and what works for me might certainly not work for you. The best thing to do is to understand your body fully. Understand your body for yourself first before you try out these things. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Okay, so I have to go now, and I hope I see you in my next video. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. Bye.